All right, what's going on, guys? The gimbal is now checking. You guys are probably familiar with that fun saying if you've been flying a Nano or Light series, but this is not about the gimbal. This is about yesterday's video on QuickShot modes and seeing that Rocket did not stop at the set altitude. So I'm gonna go ahead and test this thing a little further today. This is the Nano Plus, so you're aware. And I actually spent the afternoon with Autel and some of their engineers and got them some files that they needed. So essentially what I did is I took the micro SD card out, I put it into my computer in a card reader, I got a text document, put a file in that they wanted, and then you put it inside the drone, power on the drone, and let it run 5 minutes, and it creates some kind of tar file. So apparently that's what they need information-wise to kind of look into this a little deeper. But we'll see what happens. Right now I'm gonna go ahead and test the Rocket mode and see if it does the same thing. So I talked to Greg from Pilot Institute. He's gonna try it with his Nano Plus, I believe, today and report back and let me know if he had the same kind of issue. But let's go ahead and get this guy in the air. I'm gonna record the screen and we'll make this really quick. Just do a simple random set of tests on the QuickShot mode. So we're gonna get this guy up. Make sure I'm recording. I am. I'm gonna throw it into ludicrous mode just to quickly get to our windmill. Oop, don't hit anything. Okay, so I'm getting to the windmill. Gonna gain altitude. Probably start somewhere. So right now I'm 80 feet high, right? Let me go a little bit closer to the windmill. So I could even go lower. Let's go 72 feet is good, right? We're gonna go into regular standard mode, since I think that would be the most normal mode to be in. I'm gonna go to photo, portrait, QuickShot. So now we went and did flick, we did fadeaway, and we did rocket. I'm gonna depress rocket. And as you see, we got these settings right above the shutter button, right to the right of flick. I'm gonna hit that. We have 16 feet, which I don't know what that's about, but maybe that's 16 feet above what we're set to. So that possibly could be it. Maybe instead of going, say for example, 393 feet, maybe it's going 393 feet above our starting point. That wouldn't really seem to make sense though. So let's go ahead and do 16 feet, right? We got it set to 16 feet. We're gonna draw a little bounding box around this guy.
2,
and let's hit go.
Go.
We're at 72 feet. Well, what's it doing? I'm watching it. I don't like how close it's going. Well, I don't know what it's doing. So I'm gonna exit that by moving one of the sticks. That was kind of weird. We are set the rocket, correct? Yeah, we're set the rocket. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a bounding box again. And let's try that one more time. I physically can see the drone. It's basically in between the two top little sections of the windmill.
Go.
And let's see where this guy is going. Okay, it's going, so it's pointing the gimbal down. That's good. Okay. And now it's gonna go up.
Shooting completed. Aircraft is flying back to the starting point.
Okay, so basically maybe it did go like 16 feet. I don't know where that was. I think it was at 88. Okay, well, let's go ahead and go a little bit further and see. So we're 88 feet, right? 88 feet is going to be our standard. Let's go 82 feet and see what that does.
3,
Draw a box around
2,
this guy.
1, go.
So it should be like 170 feet essentially if it is adding to the 88 feet where I'm already at.
Shooting completed. Aircraft is flying back to the starting point.
Maybe that's what it's doing. But that's kind of confusing to people if that is the case. So I would imagine they still have to address that. Because if you're going into a quick shot mode for the first time, I don't think you're going to assume that it's going to go 82 feet above where you're at. So let's go ahead and do, let me see. So it's at 89 feet right now. We're going to set it to 196 feet. So that should be roughly, I don't know, I suck at math, but roughly 285 feet. So let's go ahead and do this again. I'll select the little box.
3, 2,
285
1.
feet, I said.
Go.
And that probably is what it's doing. Maybe at 393 feet, it's just going that much further, but I'll test that as well. So we're gonna climb. We got the height on the left-hand side in that little chart. 250, 60, 70, 80,
Shooting completed.
85.
Aircraft
Okay,
is
so I
flying
kind of
back to the
nailed it. I
starting
said
point.
285. So that's essentially what it's doing. So it's adding the height when we select that to where we're at with our height. So I guess we can go ahead and test one more. I'm watching this guy. It makes me nervous between that guy. So let's go to 100 feet. All right, we're going to go to exactly 100 feet. And now we're going to hit that and we're going to go big. We're going to go 393 feet. And be illegal for a second, but this is for the sake of this video and testing, and we'll do it once. I can see where the drone is. So it should, in theory, go to 493 feet and stop.
Go.
So this is the big countdown. We're going to see what happens. 140, 170, 80. I'm still watching the drone. It's very small, but I can see it. 240. Now again, in theory, this should go to 493, correct, I believe? It's cruising. If it was set the correct way to how we set it, it should really stop at 393 feet. But I don't think it's gonna do that. See, it keeps on going past it, so it's not gonna be the actual setting that you see. So let's see if it goes beyond 493 feet.
Shooting completed. Aircraft is flying back to the starting point.
Okay, so that's what it's doing. It's essentially going 393 feet above where we're at. So I guess that's it. Autel, you probably have to either let people know somewhere in that little zone that that's what's actually going to happen. It's going to be in addition to your height where you're at, or you need to change that so it actually does cap off at 393 feet, which is what I would suggest, because nobody should be flying over 400 feet in most situations, unless you have your 107 and you really kind of know where you're at with your airspace. So we can do one more time. So we're at exactly 101 feet, right? 100 feet, we'll go even, come on, boop, 100 foot. And we'll go and do, so here, we'll do 213, right? So we should be 313 if we select this. I'm gonna select the little windmill,
2,
hit go,
1, go.
And we should stop at 313 if what we're thinking and seeing is accurate. So 313, We're climbing. $180, $200. Again, $313 is going to be an addition to our 100 foot where we're at and starting from.
Shooting completed. Aircraft
Boom.
is flying back to the starting
Exact.
point.
So that is essentially what it's doing. It is adding those numbers that you see in this section to whatever height we're already set at. So be aware of that. I'm sure they're going to do something to change this because, again, you would not really assume that if you hit 393 feet and say you're at 200 feet, you're going to go ahead and sail to almost 600 foot, 593 feet. So Autel, that's basically what's going on. And I did give them some information, and I talked to Greg from Pilot Institute, and he was kind of thinking this possibly may be what's going on, and it is. Let's see what happens when we go 82 feet and we're at, let's see, and we're at 82 feet. Let's go 82 feet. Making me a little nervous over here with this. I can see it still. There's a tree kind of in the way. It's really hard to see the little guy. Okay.
The aircraft battery is low. Please return to home.
So it's wanting to return to home, but let's go ahead 82 feet, right?
Returning to
And
home.
we're set at 82
Return
feet.
To home, cancel.
Oh, cancel
Return
out,
to home,
cancel, stop. One little last test. God, it really wants to return to home. I'm going to draw a bounding box
3, 2, 1, go.
and see what happens. Okay, I don't know what it's doing, but I'm stopping. So it looks like it's doing something that it wants to get too close to the windmill. So that's enough testing for now. It wants to get home. I'm going to bring it home and make this little guy happy. But that essentially is what we're finding out, is that when you go into these QuickShot settings, essentially make sure you're at a number set higher than the altitude you're currently at, and just be conscious if you're using this right now. If you're at 100 foot and you have 114 feet, it's going to take you to 214 feet. So be mindful of that. Hope that helps, and we will see what Autel does to remedy this. So hope that helped, guys. I'm going to bring the drone in. Have a good rest of the week. Have a good day. Aloha. Hit the thumbs up button, and peace out. Bye.